Namaste everyone. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing all fine, staying quarantined safely back in your homes. Well, my dear friends, for the past few days I have been getting hundreds and hundreds of calls, specifically text messages over my WhatsApp, and people had been asking me all over the world, is it safe to visit Nepal? People had been asking me this question after a few of the pictures started circulating over the internet, specifically on the Facebook, WhatsApp and Instagram platforms. Well, most of the reply that I had given to them was it is safe to visit no place at this point of time in this world today. When the world is battling COVID-19 crisis, it is advisable to stay back at your homes, stay quarantined and make the world a better place to live in for future. And I thought of doing a bit of research why this question was prevailing, and the question were posed to me over my own Instagram, Facebook and WhatsApp handles. People had been asking me after they saw multiple pictures circulating of Chinese nationals, the clash between the Chinese nationals and the Nepal police in front of the Singha Durbar, and those pictures had been captioned as police brutality on Chinese nationals. This had also given a taste of racism all throughout the internet. But when I did a deep study about this topic, about this fact, about this issue, I found some mystic, bitter truth revealed. I found that it was the pictures, those were the pictures of a protest that Chinese nationals did in front of the Singha Durbar in Kathmandu. Well, what is Singha Durbar exactly? It is a location which is a government house, which is an office to over than 20 ministries of Nepal. What if I say it is equivalent to that of Pentagon, USA? Could we be protesting in front of Pentagon and then expecting us not to get harassed by the police, or even say not to get questioned by the police? That too during the time when the world was battling COVID-19 and the entire world was in a state of lockdown. Same goes for that of Nepal. Pictures had been prevailing. The first few shots definitely show us, people over the world can definitely see that and can exclaim exactly that it was police brutality. But once we find the deep secrets behind it, we see it is not at all a police brutality, but it is some mere nonsense that had been going towards the internet. Well, me as a foreign national, if I was stuck in any place of this world at this point of time, the first thing that I would have definitely done was knock the doors of my own country's embassy and then probably look for another sort of help. But instead of doing that, these Chinese nationals came down into the streets protesting, having placards and posters in their hand stating, we want to go back home and we have no money left with us. And while they were protesting, the police came in and had stopped their protest because infections could spread, the COVID-19 virus could spread. That's the reason the entire nation, entire world was at lockdown. And the police came in and there was a bit of tussle between the protesters and the police, and these pictures were shown over the internet stating that Nepal and its police had been disrespecting and even harassing its foreign national. Let me tell this to you, I am an Indian and I consider Nepal to be my second home. The first time I visited Nepal, I visited as a tourist, and when I left Nepal, I became a family of Nepal. I consider it to my second home. Those small little things that people's generosity, people's lifestyle in Nepal show is nothingly but gives you a true feeling of being homely. You'll never be homesick in Nepal. This is the love the Nepalese people have for the rest of the world. And portraying them as villains at this point of time is definitely not at all tolerable. That's the reason I'm here with this video today, stating that Nepal is a very fine country and it is definitely a once in a lifetime visit spot, or probably multiple times in your lifetime visit spot after the COVID-19 crisis. Do visit Nepal, certainly for sure, and let all these myths go away, and let us all fight these myths prevailing within our society at this point of time. At the end of the day, it was only the love of the Nepalese people and the love that Nepal had showed on me. At this lockdown period, I had thought of studying Nepali, and I thought of studying the Nepali language. I thought of learning the Nepali language. At the end of the day, Nepal is a place which will shower immense love upon you. At the same time, when it is a question of their own national security, be it anyone, we must be supportive towards their own national security features as well. At the end of the day, I would like to say that let us all ignore these myths prevailing in the internet, and let us all know what Nepal is there with us today. It is a lovely country, a must-visit country, and definitely after the world comes out of this crisis, it is a must-visit place for all of you. Thank you very much. Namaste again.